Hi YouTube, my name is Sweet Like Candy and today I want to bring to you some advice on your current situation. We're going to be using a little bit of tarot and my mediumship abilities. Oh my god, what is my phone doing? Okay, what the heck? Sorry. Okay, so we're going to have two different piles. First pile will be, don't mind my nails. First pile will be rhodonite. Second pile will be amazonite. As always, the timestamps will be down below. So whenever you feel like you've got your pile, you just scroll down to the bottom, pick your pile, and I will see you there. Hi, group one. If you picked the rhodonite stone, this is your pile. Today, I hope to bring you the best advice that I can give you, that me and my team and the spirits that are here with me today can give you on your current situation. Just finishing up shuffling the cards. Pile one. Okay. Okay, now I'm seeing a hand. Something's being handed down. Something black. No. It almost looked like I think it's sway, that soft fabric, like a black sway cloth. I'm seeing it being handed to a little boy. I'm seeing somebody opening a book. Maybe they're telling me to read. Okay. Let's see. Let me get this out of the way. Sorry. When I bought this to heal my heart from childhood wounds. So that's. I just felt the need to mention that. Okay, I heard the word hypocrisy. I don't know why. That's really odd. Okay, I hate it when like the messages don't connect and I can't elaborate on the random things that pop into my head. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the King of Wands. King of Wands upright. Okay. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse. This one, it just like popped out of the pile and didn't flip. Usually that doesn't happen. Like it wanted to remain hidden almost. And we have the Eight of Wands upright. Okay, in the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles, and what's the other one? The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So when I seen the King of Wands, I got someone in power. It's weird too because I just realized it goes Wands, Pentacle, Wands. No, wait, where's the Pentacles over here? I'm sorry. It goes Pentacles on the back of the deck, right? So we have the one Pentacle here. Pentacle, Pentacle, one, and then it's the Eight of Wands again. So it's almost like a pattern. And they all do go from green, red, and then obviously the Eight of Wands just taken off on its own. So I'm feeling like it had something to do with work. I don't know if you're dealing with a boss. Hmm. King of Wands, that will be fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Um, I see him, he's on his throne, but it's like almost in midair, like he has nothing to stand on that throne. Oh my god, that's so creepy. It's almost like I just seen a face behind. I want to show you. That looked like a face right there. Oh my god, my nails are so bad. That's so creepy. Huh. I think you're dealing with I mean, it's in the upright though. It's in the upright, so it's weird. It's weird. And even the way that this Queen of Wands came out. Is that the Queen of Wands? Yeah, it is in the reverse. Okay, so we have both the Queen and the King of Wands. Masculine is reverse, right? Oh my gosh. Sorry. I mean, masculine is upright and feminine is reverse. Um, the feminine was the one that came out looking a little bit odd, almost hidden. But the one that's upright, that's usually the more positive, positioning is the one that's making me feel like I don't know, there's something iffy. Like I just see that face. I still see that face back there. But the you know what? The face does appear like feminine. So I don't know. If you're dealing with a masculine that has a dark feminine in their life? I don't know. Are you a masculine yourself that's dealing with a dark feminine in your life? Oh, this one's tricky. This one's really tricky for me. And then both the pentacles are reverse. So is it something that's not tangible, not sustainable? Oh my god, this one's really tricky. maybe you're masculine that needs to get more in touch with their feminine side. Maybe you have a negative relationship with the feminine um with feminine energies. Maybe okay, yeah, I did see. Oh my god, yes, I saw that hand handing down that little boy that that black cloth. And I don't know, there was something about the black that made me feel like it might have not been anything good, and especially because I couldn't see what the cloth was hiding. And then I heard the word hypocrisy. So I don't know if you have a mother wound, because the fact that the pentacles are in the reverse makes me feel like it's intangible. Intangible. I can't even say the word. Intangible? You know what I'm trying to say, I hope. um yeah. So I think you need to either fix your relationship with your own feminine aspect, work on your softer side, being open to receive. That's another thing, right? The hand was handing something to the boy. Maybe a situation in your childhood left you distrusting of feminines in your life. You always feel like you have a dark feminine behind you. You always feel like you have to have your guard up, like you can't feel the ground beneath you, like I said earlier. Maybe that's why she came out in a sneaky manner, right? Like almost hiding. Like she came out, right? But she still had her back turned towards me. But I don't know. What I don't know is the Eight of Wands. Moving fast. Just move fast. It's like you're on go mode. You're on go mode. You're trying to avoid. You're trying to avoid um maybe thinking about that. Maybe it's like a deep-seated thing. Maybe that's why it's intangible. Try to say the word. Like I could even say it. My God. Um, you know, I don't know if you're able to heal your relationship with, I don't know if it was a mother, maybe an ex-girlfriend, an aunt, probably an aunt. I don't know why. That one stuck out a little bit more actually. That's weird. Huh. That was weird. Okay. So I don't know if you're still able to heal with them. Um, yeah. Oh, that just came out. Heal with them. Because if you cannot heal with them because it is safe or because they're just that toxic, then you at least have to heal from them. So I think you're being asked to heal your feminine, and that's internal and external too, right? Because if you have that negative connotation towards feminines in your life, you're also going to have that negative connotation towards your own feminine energy, your ability to be softer, not always have your guard up. Like this little boy, right? He looks so afraid. They're just going to take that pentacle away from him. It's like you're always on guard, right? It's like green heart chakra, right? You're like, oh man, you know, you're feeling good, but then boom, fiery red. Your guard is up again. Then green, you're soft. You know, it's like you're always in the defense. And even here when it's like going, it's like the green is beneath, the green is in the bottom, so there's green, but there's still the wands, right? Like that fire, that passion, that it's almost like charge. So you have to always remember too that not everyone is the same. It's like if somebody compared you to other masculines, you would, I'm pretty sure you'd be like, I'm not like that guy over there. Sorry, I'm umming so much. I'm umming so much just because it took me a while to get this message. So I'm still kind of like confused a little bit. But yes, if somebody were to compare you to other masculines, I'm pretty sure you'd be like, no, I'm my own person. I don't share those sentiments, those actions. I do my own thing. So with that in mind, just understand that it's the same thing with feminine energies, right? Not all feminines are the same. Not all feminines are out to hurt you, to deceive you, to be a hypocrite. Maybe they did you. What's the word? Oh man. Maybe they did you how they would always tell you that others would do you. They were like that prime example. The people that they told you to watch out for, maybe they were that same person. I saw my Amazonite and I grabbed it real quick. So maybe you're being asked to speak on it, vocalize it, get it off your chest somehow. Either with a therapist, counselor, friend, to that individual. Um, to that individual, maybe to God, whoever you believe in. Because I just saw the sun stood out. Yeah. Bottom line, you need to heal your relationship with a feminine or the feminine. I say both. You need you need to do both. I feel like men are very afraid to be in their feminine energy, especially in 2025, right? I take that back. Actually, I see a lot of men starting to soften up, but there's still the majority still, have that ego, that always on the lookout, always got to be on the lookout, still holding on for trauma because they're not they weren't raised to express it as they should be. We should all be able to express our traumas and concerns. Maybe you can write about it, I don't know if you got talents, if you want to paint it, rap about it, sing about it, whatever it is, somehow you got to release that from your body. I think it's inhibiting you from the tangible things, the earthly things that you want to do. Okay, pile one. So I know it was short, sweet. Sorry it took me so long to understand. I could tell that there was like a deeper message. That's why I was trying to take my time with it, but it was a little bit confusing. I genuinely hope that you are able to heal your relationship with the feminine, um, in your life, or with the feminine energy within yourself. But I feel like masculines are a little bit forgotten about sometimes, and I have two sons, so I'm for it, you know? I have my daughter too, but I also do have two sons. I don't like to forget about the masculines either. So if you enjoy this reading, please like and subscribe. Please be back for more, and I wish you the best. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose the Amazonite, this is your pile. So, like I said in the intro, we're going to be looking into your current situation that the spirits here today want to bring you advice on. For some odd reason, there was another deck that I wanted to use for pile 1, and I completely forgot. Oh, but I figured, I almost went back and fixed that, but I figured, you know what, if I forgot, it's for a reason, right? Let's see what, just gonna see if there's anything I can pick up clairvoyantly or clairaudiently. I did hear heart murmur while I was shuffling. I don't know what that was. Well, not shuffling, I'm sorry, when I was getting ready to shuffle. And I keep seeing water, but that happens a lot. Like a body of water, like beaches and stuff. I see a beach. I see a little boy. I think it's a mom. The little boy's pointing out at something on the horizon. And before I saw that little boy, I did see just the beach, and I was thinking the horizon. So something, I'm gonna go with horizon. I'm feeling my heart again. I'm sorry, not again. I heard heart murmur earlier, but now I feel a little bit of discomfort in my heart. I'm seeing a star now. Hope, horizon. Something's in the horizon. Maybe something. Let's see. I was gonna say something is coming to you, but this is advice on a current situation, right? Oh, I don't know how long that's been trying to focus. Ay. I had my eyes closed. Let's see, pile 2. What is the current situation? The pile 2 is advice on. Ooh, okay. Well, we got 2 of them. Okay, so 2 popped out. One was the 4 of Pentacles, and the other one was the Queen of Pentacles. I will not take both. I will take just the first one that popped out, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, okay. This one definitely. Oh my God. Ace of Pentacles in the upright. It's so funny. I kept trying to shuffle, and it just kept like flopping up. It just up, up, up. Okay. My purse scared me. Huh. Hold that thought, okay? So my current situation. What's this guy? 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. No, right. Oh my God, they don't even fit. Okay. The current situation that they need advice. One more. We'll do one more. Okay, and then 7 of Cups in the reverse. 7 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. I just heard the word legacy. Oh, sorry. I just heard the word legacy. And we have the 3 of Cups in the reverse. Huh. So when the 2 Pentacle cards came out, I immediately thought career. And then my purse behind me caught my eye, right? Well, it actually scared me. Not even gonna lie. It scared me. And then I heard the word legacy. Every time that this card comes out, it's so hard when like I attune a specific card to a specific emotion, because I'm like, you know what? It's not always gonna be that meaning, and I'm gonna need it to mean other things sometimes. But this little lady in the back always reminds me of like an ancestor. They just remind me of ancestor. I know that this card is, healing. I think that almost appeared to be a lion's head, and the lion is the king of the jungle, the one that watches over. And it looks like he's definitely watching over who you spend your time with. I don't know why I got that. I'm feeling I'm being told yes. My initial thought was you maybe you're like a workaholic. I think you're overdoing it. You're having no playtime really, right? No playtime. Nothing to do with what you really want. And even healing, even during your rest rest period, you're still being right daggered. You're overworking yourself, and I think that your ancestors or your spiritual team are watching you just constantly give to others, only thinking about money. Oh, I heard heart murmur. Maybe it's taking a toll on your health, right? She's in bed. It is like a recovery thing, but you're not able to recover. And when I heard heart murmur, I thought of murmur also as in like speaking, right? Speaking. So maybe that's something that you have been feeling in your you have been feeling also, but maybe you're almost afraid to acknowledge it. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't want to acknowledge it. I don't know if it's fear, fear of not having enough, fear of not having enough. Maybe so many people look up to you for what you do that you don't want to let them down. And we have curtains. We have curtains here and they're open. We have curtains there and we're open. So I think you're kind of being viewed from both angles, right? Because I'm over here looking into those curtains and watching you. I'm hearing the tangible, but then I see these two figures in the spiritual realm on the other side looking in on you. So we have the people that look up to you and depend on you, constantly just watching you, making you feel like you can't rest, like you can't stop, like you can't do other things that you want. And then you have the spiritual team. They look sad because they see what I cannot see. They see what the beings that are in the earthly realm around you cannot see. They might not see how tired you are. Maybe they think that somehow, some way, even though these cups are upside down, you're fulfilling your cup. Just because you have cups, just because you have options doesn't mean it's the options that you want, right? Doesn't mean you have these cups, but if you try to fill them up, everything's just gonna spill out. All that water, those emotions, right? They're just gonna spill out. The magic, right? It's you can't fill those cups. Oh, look right underneath that. It's the lion. Yeah, I think that they want to show you. Oh my God, show you another way. Maybe a more soulful way. But it's funny because underneath that we have the King of Wands in reverse. It's like a workaholic, right? Well, not a workaholic because that would be the King of Pentacles in reverse, but it's a person in a leadership position, but in a negative connotation, right? Oh, my knee hurts so bad. My knee hurts so bad. And it's almost like the peacock's feathers. I was gonna say that it transitioned like into the tree, but again, it's like ancestors, right? the living, once they transition, like Pocahontas. You seen the movie Pocahontas? When you die, there's the grandmother oak tree. I think it's an oak tree. So I think maybe those that came before you were also workaholics, and had a lot of people depending on them. So probably more than likely by nature, you just not only are you being dependent on to continue that legacy, just because it's a legacy doesn't mean it's always a good thing, FYI, because ancestral karma, negative ancestral karma is also a legacy, but that doesn't mean it's like a good thing, right? It's just something that keeps on continuing from generation to generation. And you probably feel like there's something lacking, right? But you might not know what it is, just because everyone around you or those that came before you, that's how they lived, always on work mode, always on go mode. But then when you pass, when you go on to the other side, you don't take any money with you. You take just the memories and the emotions and the what could haves, right? And that's what they see. That's what your loved ones on the other side see. They see the no play, no rest, only money, the only thing occupying your mind, money. How do I oh my god, what am I trying to say? How can I come up with what I need, right? I think you need some rest. You need some genuine rest. Like pick a day, right? Pick a day that you have off. Take a day off. You know what? I know people, I work with people that don't have days off. Oh my God, when I heard that, I wanted to die. I was like, what do you mean you work 7 days a week? That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. There's two people. Well, one of them, she doesn't do that no more. But there was literally two people that wouldn't have days off. And what do you mean you do not have days off? Like, how do you tend to your loved ones? How do you tend to your kids, to your partner, to your hobbies? No, 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 no. You need genuine rest, right? You need genuine rest. 1 day rest, and then another day. Hopefully, you have like 2 days off in a row at least, right? 1 day you rest, and then the next day you do something, that whether that be cooking, dancing. And I don't mean like clubbing. You don't gotta go out and leave your house, in your home. Put some music, whatever it be. Painting, exercising, going out in nature, whatever. You know what? Going out in nature is probably a really good one, because nature is like the opposite of work, really. It's not necessarily play. It's not like work and play, because work is very industrialized, and then bringing it back to your roots. Bringing it back to your roots would be nature, going out in nature. I don't know where you live, if there's snow, or if it's spring, if it's summer, whatever it is, but anything that it's in the earth, right? Anything that brings you back to your roots. Um, yeah, I'm getting that, because the swords, right? Swords is like think. So even when you're trying to rest, even when you are resting, you're still thinking, thinking about work. Um, and there's a lot of reds here too, right? So you have passions. You have passions. I think, and maybe you have a romantic someone that is supposed to come into your life too. But yeah, you're not gonna even acknowledge it or even have time for them. Say that you wouldn't even have time for them because all you do is focus on work, right? And then the green is heart, feeling, emotion. That's only pentacle. And then when you have the passion, that's you're being tortured still where you have your passion. You can't fill up your cup because it's upside down. So like no. You need rest. You need you time. You need to not pay mind to anything that anyone else says because this is your life. You're the only one that will have regrets when you transition, right? You're the only ones that will have regrets. You will be this ancestor right here looking down on your descendant, feeling what they feel, right? That's not a good feeling. That's not a good feeling. Imagine loving someone and having to see them burden all that and not being able to help and then feeling like, man, I could have stopped it during my generation, you know. So please, I always advise. Oh, my knee. I always advise people to find a hobby, whatever it be. It doesn't have to be the traditional things like painting. It can be the weirdest. It can be throwing darts. That's a that's such a random thing I just got. You know what? Maybe you'll be really good at targeting. Maybe you are a good darter. I don't know what you would call that. But yeah. So pile two, stop overworking yourself and start loving yourself a little bit more to give yourself some rest. I was gonna say rest if you need it, but no, you obviously need it. Oh, you know what? And I actually remembered I was about to end your pile, so I guess these cards are for you. Let's see. Let's see what we can get. Just gonna get one advice card for you. You know what? The two of them try to come out, and I'm like, nah, I didn't take it. Why? Because I want more. I want to work for it more, like you, right? No. The next one that pops out, I'm gonna take it because then I gotta go rest. Oh, yeah, and she came out. Oh, that's funny. That is so funny. We got inconsistent. Think about if your thoughts, actions, and routines are inconsistent. Does it serve you well on your daily basis? Inconsistent. So, yeah, right? Do your thoughts, actions, and routines, especially routines, serve you? But it's like they want you to be consistent with it, not just after this video go and take a little nap and then be on goal mode as soon as you wake up and then go on to the next day going back to your old ways. No, they want you to make this a life changing thing, right? From now on, have a good balance, right? Two green, two pinks, balance. you need, you need money to survive, right? Obviously, but you also need rest to be able to make that money to survive. And you need play to be able to come up with a path that gives you both money and play, so you can find a career that you really do enjoy. Because if they're looking at you sad, I don't think you're enjoying what you're doing. I don't think you're enjoying what you're doing. How are you going to find what you can enjoy to do if you're not even looking to see what you can enjoy, what there is to enjoy? So I think by resting more and having more you time, you'll find yourself and find a career that won't overwork you, because you can never be overworked if you're doing something that you love to. Okay, pile 2. So that is your reading. That is your advice. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe for more. I hope that I see you again soon. Thank you.